The Comanche Cattle Pool, organized in 1880, is where the Comanche Pool Prairie Resource Foundation derives its name. The Comanche Cattle Pool was formed by a group of cattlemen who were bringing Texas cattle up to the grazing lands of the Cherokee Outlet and the open ranges of southern Kansas in primarily Barber and Comanche counties to graze and fatten prior to shipping to eastern markets. The Comanche Pool's headquarters was in Evansville, Kansas, which was just across the state line from the Cherokee Outlet, 30 miles southwest of Medicine Lodge, Kansas, on the wide-open prairie of southern Kansas. The Comanche Pool covered over 4,000 square miles on the Kansas-Oklahoma border. The southern boundary was the Cimarron River, and the western boundary was 30 miles upstream on the Cimarron from present-day Winoka, Oklahoma. The northern boundary was in Kansas and took in the headwaters of the Salt Fork, Mule Creek, and Bluff Creek. Line camps were located near Winoka at Big Timber, and another one was known as Wildcat and was located 25 miles north of Big Timber near the Oklahoma-Kansas border. And the third was located 20 miles west of Evansville near Salt Creek. By 1885, the town of Coldwater, Kansas was settled, and soon after, the state of Kansas outlawed open-range grazing by passing a herd law. The winters of 1885 and 1886 were extremely hard on cattle, and the Comanche Pool began to dissolve at that time. The 12 pool members divided their interest and dispersed to other regions for grazing. When the Comanche Pool Prairie Resource Foundation was established in 1999, its name was taken from the historic cattle pool that had operated in the region of southern Kansas and northwest Oklahoma, where generations of producers have worked the land with resilience and pride since the 1880s. Today, we are seeing a new force for conservation emerge on the southern plains of the Comanche Pool region. This region encompasses over 7 million acres of grasslands in 8 southern Kansas counties and 7 northwest Oklahoma counties. Since its founding in 1999, the Comanche Pool has developed a track record for engaging regional agricultural communities through coffee shop talks, field days and demonstrations, leading by example, and thinking outside the box. The Comanche Pool has brought many conservation partners and resources under the pool umbrella to the agriculture community, creating synergy and providing technical and financial assistance for land restoration on hundreds of thousands of acres. These projects have brought in millions of dollars to regional communities by introducing innovative, efficient, and effective solutions to natural resource challenges and increased agricultural production. The Comanche Pool Prairie Resource Foundation has been a leader in the Southern Plains Grasslands region in bringing together producers, resource partners, and community members in celebrating the culture of the prairie. The focus on conserving the plains grasslands for future generations remains foremost for Comanche Pool's leadership and staff. The Comanche Pool Initiative is a partnership collaborative that brings together the Comanche Pool Prairie Resource Foundation, the Oklahoma Conservation Commission, Pheasants Forever and Quail Forever, and NRCS Working Lands for Wildlife in a bold, landscape-scale effort to restore and protect one of the most endangered ecosystems in North America, the Southern Plains Grasslands.
In the wide-open regions of the Southern Plain, generations of producers have worked with the land, creating a legacy of stewardship that supports the understanding and belief in the power of conservation to support a way of life that was carved from the prairie over a century ago.
At its core, the Comanche Pool Initiative is about more than acres and outputs. It is about people, place, and purpose. It is about reclaiming our native prairies and supporting the communities that rely on them. Each partner in this collaborative initiative brings unique strengths to the table: technical expertise, agency coordination, grassroots engagement, and private lands delivery of conservation practices. These partners will leverage their strengths in a unified strategic response on the most pressing threats to the prairies of southern Kansas and northwest Oklahoma.
Together, the partners of the Comanche Pool Initiative will focus on 4 mission-driven priorities, which provide focus to the threats facing the Southern Plains Grasslands. reducing and controlling woody species encroachment. Eastern red cedar, ash juniper, mountain juniper, salt cedar, and other invasive trees and brush are overtaking the grasslands of the Southern Plains. This encroachment fuels wildfires and displaces native plant communities, which disrupts the plains ecosystem. Through mechanical removal and prescribed fire, we can take back the prairie. Improving soil health. Healthy soils are the foundation of resilient working lands. From grazing management to cover crops, we're helping producers adopt regenerative practices that build soil structure, boost productivity, and store carbon. Protecting water resources. Our grasslands act as natural sponges, filtering water, recharging aquifers, and reducing erosion. By restoring native cover and improving infiltration, we are protecting the long-term availability and quality of water across the region. Benefiting wildlife and pollinator habitat. From bobwhite quail to monarch butterflies and other pollinators, to deer and other herbivores, the Southern Plains are home to iconic species whose survival depends on native grassland habitat. By creating diverse, connected landscapes, we are supporting the wildlife that make this ecosystem whole. This isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's a locally led, producer-focused approach to conservation. Each partner emphasizes agency coordination supported by science-based methodologies and a shared commitment to working land stewardship. The Comanche Pool Initiative is how we move forward, together, bridging tradition and innovation, merging stewardship with science, turning collaboration into action. The Southern Plains are worth fighting for, and when we reclaim our prairies, we reclaim our future. Together, we're responding to the greatest threats to the Southern Plains: woody species encroachment, wildfire risk, degradation of soil health, declining water resources, and fragmentation of habitat for wildlife and pollinators.
Our grasslands are an ecological treasure, every bit as vital as the Amazon rainforest. Intact grasslands are among the Western Hemisphere's most powerful carbon sinks, storing more carbon underground and filtering more air than tropical rainforests. Yet, over 150 years of land use change, beginning with the Homestead Act of 1862, have led to the widespread degradation of the Great Plains. The collapse of grasslands threatens every citizen of our region. No grass means no cattle, no birds, no pollinators, no wildlife. The entire ecosystem and the agricultural economy it supports begins to unravel.
Invasive trees are thirsty. A single mature eastern red cedar can consume 30-plus gallons of water per day. Widespread woody encroachment leads to reduced stream flow, drying of seeps and springs, and overall decreased aquifer recharge. These trees will outcompete native grasses and forbs that historically allowed water to percolate into the soil. Grasslands are natural sponges. Native prairies slow rainfall, absorb runoff, and filter water before it reaches aquifers and rivers. Prescribed fire and brush removal restore this function, reviving water cycles that sustain both agriculture and ecosystems. The Terry Peach Canadian Watershed Initiative Connection, Watershed-level thinking. Coordinated landscape-scale conservation efforts within the Canadian River Basin, enhancing water quality and availability for agriculture, wildlife, and rural communities. Supporting long-term water security through grassland restoration, which reduces erosion and sedimentation into water supplies. Increased base flow in creeks and rivers, reopen seasonal springs, reduce flash flooding and soil loss. Strategic fire and brush management for water security. The Comanche Pool Initiative partners implement tools such as prescribed fire, mechanical cedar removal, prescribed grazing, and rotational grazing.
Why does this matter? Producers need reliable water. Stock tanks, irrigation systems, and household wells depend on functioning hydrologic cycles. Grassland management helps keep water in the ground and on the land where it's needed most. Water equals habitat. It is the interconnectedness of our ecosystem. Healthy riparian and upland systems create essential habitat for fish, amphibians, insects, and birds. These areas also serve as wildlife corridors, connecting fragmented patches of prairie and improving biodiversity. Soil health encompasses all the initiative's objectives by promoting regenerative land management practices, prescribed fire, and native grass restoration to build soil structure, improve fertility, and increase carbon retention. Wildlife and pollinators indicate a healthy ecosystem. Restoring native grasslands and riparian zones supports prairie-dependent wildlife, pollinators, migratory birds, and overall biodiversity across private working lands.
The Terry Peach Canadian River watershed legislation laid the groundwork for the Comanche Pool Initiative to follow through at scale, helping producers to engage with conservation professionals to develop multi-year conservation plans and then carry out those plans using cost-share programs and other resources to improve their land and sustain a legacy that was started well over a century ago.
Join the movement to protect the Southern Plains, because when we work together, the grasslands grow stronger, and so do we. Collaboration built to last. This is conservation rooted in community. For more information, visit the Comanche Pool and Oklahoma Conservation Commission websites. This is the Comanche Pool Initiative.